All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'm giving all praises and glories to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, Harakah Kadash, and double honors to elder apostles, elder bishops, a great millstone where there's truth from. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect that is pushing the word all four corners through the sincerity. I'm the brother Kawam Gabar coming back with another lesson to edify the body. Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, the house of David. And Lord's going to edify the video through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Examine yourself where you be in the faith, and how I got this lesson just because of the agents of going, around among us, man. That goes to show you our salvation nearer than we believe. That's why we putting on the breastplate of righteousness, the helmet of salvation, the shield of faith. Girding up our loins, girding up our loins, because we are in a spiritual war. And we understand, just in the spirit, we gotta defend the gospel. That's what the defenders do. They defend the gospel, and just walk spiritually, right? Let's grab Romans 8 and 7 real quick. That just came to mind in the spirit. Let me start at the verse 4. Let me start at the 4th verse, and it says, that the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us. We know who fulfilled the law, Yahweh Shai, and he is the law. He's everything, right? That the righteousness of the law might be fulfilled in us, who walk not after the flesh, but after the spirit, right? For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, like the leader of HOI, I think his name is, if I'm not mistaken, Chief Ephraim. He was saying that we need to go and help stand for Palestine. The Lord told us not to fight. That's not our fight, man. Our fight is to wake up the elect, and to condemn the heathen, and to condemn our own self first and foremost, the heathen, 2/3, and to break the strongholds, man, for our people, because, man, we're truly at the end of this thing, and end of this life, the end of this age, this time. Every time you wake up, every time you go to bed, every time you take a step, every time you blink, every time you breathe, this is not living. So why should we, as Israelites, the sons of the living power, princes of the living power, go fight somebody else's battle? The Lord said he's going to gather the nations to bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, the valley of decision. He's doing it, not us. He told us to do one thing: to bid them to the marriage, because the husband is getting ready to adorn for his wife. And who is his wife? The elect. So we must be spiritual, not carnal. It says, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. And that's exactly what these other camps, these paid off camps, the only camp that's not paid off is the men of Great Millstone. and the affiliated camps. The affiliated camps are preaching the name, the true name, the prophecies. Right? We're at the, we're in the brink. We're at World War III just cracked off. We're on the brink of the MOTB. And then our Lord's gonna come back. So what the hell we gotta fight for? The Lord told us to do one thing. He said, "Fear not, only believe." Right? The Lord said He's gonna make us a battle axe and weapons of war. He's gonna give us the spiritual, to lift up a standard. The Lord's gonna lift up a standard when the enemies come in like a flood. So what do we look like? We look like idiots going out there and fighting somebody else's battle. The Lord's gathering. This is all for us, man. But we understand that the Lord set up agents among us, man. That's why we must be spiritual. It says, "For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the Spirit, the things of the Spirit. For to be carnally minded is death, but to be spiritual minded is life and peace." Right? We have life and peace. Even in this lifetime, even in this body, even in this wicked ass society, wicked ass world we live in, you just better be thankful that we're Israelites. That the Lord woke you up. Now you gotta fight. You gotta fight to be in the faith. You gotta examine yourself while you be in the faith. Right? To verse 6 again, to be carnally minded is death. You're dead. We've all walked that carnal life. And every time we turned around, we ended up in the same boat, the same bullshit, doing the same thing. Now the Lord gave us life. He said many are called, but few are chosen. He woke up a lot of Israelites. But He's only looking for the chosen, the ones that walk spiritually, not carnally. Right? Because the carnal mind is enmity against Yahweh. Enmity means enemy against Yahweh. For it is not subject to the law of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, neither indeed can be. So why should we live that carnal life? And every time we turned around, we're dead. Look at the people around us. Look at the people you work with. Your family members. Everyone in the earth. They're carnal, they're dead. They're the dead men walking. So we're tremendously blessed, fortunate. We have the greatest opportunity to keep Yahweh B'Shem El-Shai upon our mouth. And never take the Holy Spirit from us, man. You know? So let's get to it, man. Let's get it, man. Let me go to I wanted to grab 2 Corinthians 2:11, because it all encompasses into what the Lord wanted to do in the first place. Because in Job 12:16, He says, "Wisdom and strength is with Him. The deceive and the deceiver are His." So He's deceiving everyone, because the deceiver, who is the deceiver? What is the deceiver? The devil. That's what the deceiver means. It just means deceiver. You guys are being deceived into a fucking lie, man. We were all in that sin. We were all in that boat. But the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem El-Shai, threw us the net. You know? That's beautiful, man. Verse 11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. We're not ignorant of his devices. We know what not to do. We know not to go and fight some help out some heathens, right? Because every nation had their finger, had their thumb, had their foot upon our necks. So that goes to show you that we are the most compassionate people on the earth. Israelites. You so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Haitians, the speckled birds, we're the most compassionate people. But you give it to, if it was us, they won't want us all dead. So, we're not ignorant of his devices. We understand that Satan, the spiritual demon Satan, which is Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, he's the devil. He's the deceiver. Right? And he uses that device that he used the device of our own people to go down to fight. Man, the Lord told us not to go fight. Nobody else's battle. The Lord's doing that. The Lord's going to do that. So let me grab the scripture that that makes that I wanted to grab. This is 2 Corinthians 13, 4 and 5. And it reads, For though he was crucified through weakness, we liveth by the power of Yahweh, for we also are weak in him, but we should live with him by the power of Yahweh towards you. Right? Examine yourself whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves? How that Yahweh Mashiach is in you, except you be reprobates. Those are reprobates. Going to fight with the heathen. They want us all dead. So why should we go fight them? Help them. The Lord's doing that. The Lord's breaking these nations down. The Lord has told us to do one thing. To bid them to the marriage. To tell our people to break the strongholds, man. Oh, man, that's beautiful, bro. That's beautiful, man. Man. Damn. This is Galatians 6 and 7. Verse 6, let him that is taught in the word communicate unto him that teacheth in all good things. Right? Who's been doing that since day one? Our elder apostles, elder bishops, a great millstone. Right? Be not deceived. Yahweh is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that he shall also reap. So you go and fight somebody else's fight, you're going to reap death. You ain't going to come back. Because the Lord told you not to go do that. The Lord only told you to go do one thing. Go out in the highways and byways and bid them to the marriage. Because Yahweh Shai is on his way back. Matter of fact, he's already here. That's why things are in the earth. You got war, you got pestilence, you got plagues, you got earthquakes, you got upwards of the people, you got prophecy after prophecy after prophecy after prophecy coming to pass. The MOTB is right here, right now. It says, be not deceived. Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. For he that soweth to the flesh shall of the flesh reap corruption. So if you go fight somebody else's fight, where the Lord told us not to, you're going to die. The Lord told us to be still and know that he is going to be, he said, be still and know that I am Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. Psalms 46:10. So the Lord told us to be still and teach the word in season and out of season. Right? For let us not be weary in well doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not. So, hey, the Lord's going to lift us up in due season. The Lord told us, hey, don't worry about that. Do what I tell you to do. If you don't do it, hey, I got to get rid of you, man. Watch the Lord. Man, like the apostle said, the Lord's getting ready to start breaking these camps up. We're in the last few months. We're in the 11th month of 2023. Which means what? Destruction. A lot of death, a lot of judgments are getting ready to happen this month. It happened beginning of the year, but it's escalating every month, every day, every week, every month. I can't wait what the Lord has in store. That's why our heads are on a swivel. That's why we're walking in this. Even our heads are on the swivel, we're walking in the spirit. We're examining ourselves, whether we be in the faith. Right? Verse 9 again. Let us not be weary in due season, for in well doing, for in due season we shall reap what? The kingdom. If we faint not, you know? Let me grab 2 last scriptures, and then this is why the Lord told us, because the Lord's muster, he's gathering the nations. That's why we always go to, in this time, we go to Joel. You know, there's other scriptures, but hey, this hits home. Joel 3. Right? Verse 1. Behold, in the days that, behold, in those days, and in that time, what time? This time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, which means the Lord's going to take us out of captivity. I will also gather all the nations and bring them down in the valley of Yehoshaphat, the valley of decision, and I will plead with them for my people. You see? So why the hell we should go and fight somebody else? Fight for the heathen. Well, the Lord told us He's gathering the nations for us. Right? And it reads, for And for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. The reason why Israel and Pakistan are fighting over our land, because Israel, them rats are trying to get them niggas out of there, and Israel and Pakistan is trying to stay in there. But guess what? The Lord gonna wipe them all out. The Lord gonna set us in the place. The Lord's gonna set us in the land. Isaiah 14. Right? It says, and I will gather all the nations and bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead. That word plead means to judge with them for my people and for my heritage Israel. So we belong to the Lord. So why the hell why should we go fight for somebody else? If the Lord's going, if we are the Lord's people, if the Lord's going to fight for us, if we're his heritage, come on now. That's why we must walk in the Spirit more so than ever. That's why we have to examine ourselves every single moment of the day, as much as we can, to the best of our ability. If you meditate and you pray, and like the apostle Rakal always says, and I've been trying to do this, and I know I slip up, but I'm working on that, man. Every time you get in your car, every time you wake up, every time you get out of the shower, every time you get in the car, every time you get out of the car, every time you go into a place or going to work or going to the store, you pray to be in the Spirit. This is because this is the most scariest time to be alive, but it's the beautiful time to be alive. And for us, being in the Lord's house, right? Lord's willing, we endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. But we got to examine ourselves. We got to, fight this good fight of faith, And I will gather all the nations and will bring them down in the valley of Jehoshaphat, and will plead with I will plead with them. Who is them? The heathen. There for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So them niggas are fighting. Them two heathen nations are fighting over our land. That's why the Lord got the Lord is the master deceiver. Because he's the Lord. Because he's the Lord. Let me close out with Exodus 14 and 14. Let me start at the 13th verse. And Moses said unto the people, Fear ye not, stand still, and see the salvation of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, which he will show to you today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, ye shall see them again no more forever. That's beautiful. And we know Moses is King David, right? And we know King David is Peter, right? And Jacob, right? And Moses said unto the people, Fear ye not, stand still. So where the hell are we supposed to go over there and help the Lord told us to be still. Wherever you at, be still. That's where you're supposed to be. and see the salvation of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, which he will show you today. He's showing us today. For the Egyptians whom ye have seen today, who are the Egyptians? The modern day Egyptians are the Edomites. And who is the top Edomites? The Amalek, the Rats, and the other nations. Ye shall see them again no more forever. So what the hell are we doing? Why should we be out there fighting somebody else's fight? That's the Lord's fight. Verse 14. And the Lord shall fight for you, and ye shall hold your peace. What's up? You know? You're supposed to, hey, hey man. We're fortunate, man. We're highly fortunate we're highly fortunate, highly privileged to have this Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the word, the spirit of prophecy, charity, brotherly, everything. Man, the Lord, man, watch. Just wait. Watch and see. Watch well as pray. You know? Man, we're truly, we are there, man. We're right there. So with that, you know, Lord's willing is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, hey, hold fast to your crown. So with that, Lord's willing is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And double honors to elder apostles, elder bishops, a great millstone where there's truth from. Peace and salutation to over Shalom, DTA, Baba Ball. Shalom.